All right, welcome in everybody. Welcome to another yellow solo run stream. Welcome to everybody in the chat so far. We're just getting started, but I just realized my camera is a little bit too high. So let me actually quickly adjust that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Cool. Welcome in Coles, Yato, Brad, and Masochist Mouse. Welcome. Yato, I'm so sorry to hear about the seizure this morning. Hope you're doing a little bit better right now. Yeah, seizure conditions are pretty serious. I have a good friend that his dad has a seizure condition. So wishing you the best, sending you all the love. Hey Ian, welcome in. Sorry for the hiatus. Life has been crazy. No worries, Ian. I totally get it. Okay. Get all situated in the camera, make sure everything looks good. I might need to bump up the, apologies for blocking the camera with my arm. Might need to bump up the brightness slightly to have the auto bright behave. Is that gonna behave? We'll see. We will see. May have made it slightly worse, but we're just gonna rock with it. Pulls is in spaghetti land right now. I don't even know what that means, but that sounds like a good time. No idea. Hopefully get my little Pokemon back next to my name back. Absolutely, and we'll get you a gifted member. No worries. It's going to happen. As we're getting started here, let me actually drop some of our gifted memberships. Hey, Brad immediately sending in 10 gifted. Thank you so much, Brad. I have some that I need to gift still. Let's see if we can get one for Ian already. Brad immediately starting off strong. I have to do it this way, though, don't I? Ugh. Because... oh, I can just join here. Mute it. There we go. Okay. Give that a sec to load up. And I can drop some memberships in a moment. But today is going to be Ivysaur through Pokemon Yellow. Slugma and Marill are tied? That's crazy. I mean, jokes aside, I just don't think that Slugma's going to be able to do much against Peekaboo, Marill. Okay. YouTube is deciding whether or not it wants to allow me to donate the members on stream that I need to. Very weird. But everyone, as we're getting started, make sure to like the stream. Maybe that will power up YouTube enough where I can give the gifted members to try to get Ian a new one. Hey, Demon, welcome. How are you doing this fine Thursday? All right, maybe we'll just start going over Ivysaur and then we'll just see when YouTube decides to behave. All right, so Ivysaur is going to be very, very similar to Bulbasaur, but better. It's got 60 base HP, 62 base attack, 63 base defense, 80 base special, and 60 base speed. I mean, that's not terribly fast. That is going to be a downside of the playthrough today. We're not going to be the speediest, but we have some really decent moves to make it, so I don't expect many issues for Ivysaur throughout the game. We're going to start with only Tackle, Growl, and Leech Seed. Not a super powerful start, but like decent. And I think that Leech Seed is going to be plenty to get past Brock at a decently low level, so I don't worry too much about that. We get Vine Whip at 13, and then Razor Leaf at 30, which is a bit of a wait. After that, I guess we do get Growth. We do also have a different option for setup, and then Sleep Powder at level 46. That's really going to unlock the ability for us to just cruise through the late game once we get to level 46. And then Solar Beam by level up, and by TM, probably not going to use it. As far as TMs, though, we do get Swords Dance, which is going to be the #1 setup move for Gen 1. I mean, besides Amnesia. Amnesia's insane. But Swords Dance is also super, super good, especially paired with Body Slam and Sleep Powder. So I think a similar strategy to Bulbasaur, but probably a better success rate in the Elite Four, with having a little bit more durability. We could probably get through Lorelei at a pretty low level. That's gonna be our biggest thing I'm worried about. Because Blaine is gonna be a complete dice roll because he's not great. But I could definitely see Swords Dance, Body Slam, Sleep Powder, maybe Mega Drain, or Razor Leaf, depending on what we want to keep for a special move. Just kind of getting us through the entire game. Agatha could also be an issue, but I think the Mimic can solve that as well. Brock has no chance? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You might be getting a job, Demon? Well, I hope you do if it's one you want. Meryl and Selma are tied because there's only 2 votes. Oh, that makes a lot more sense, Coles. Everyone go vote in the poll as well. MT, have you played Banjo-Kazooie? Not much. I never owned a copy of Banjo-Kazooie, so I have not played a ton of it. That's one I definitely want to go back and visit because I have not played it. Not really. Besides, I think a demo in a store. It's like literally the most experience I got on Banjo. But yeah, so I mean, it's on NSO. Demon, you might be getting a job, I'm assuming is what you're saying. I don't know why you're censoring it. People be censoring everything nowadays. Hey, there we go. We can finally donate the membership gifting. Let's see. Is it going to work? Oh, Nintendo Switch Online. I have that. I should actually check it out there. I also should just buy a copy because I have an N64. I mean, the chop is a slur. Well, I have one too, to be fair. I'm at Oil Garden, so I can't stay. I wish you luck. Also, I think it will be B tier. Hi, New Racer. Welcome in. Thank you for dropping by, even though you're busy. B tier is a pretty good call for Ivysaur, I think. Can I just immediately gift another 5? Is that going to break it? And then I can close out from this tab. Still nothing for Ian? Wow, but no luck for Ian so far. Maybe we'll have more gifted and eventually get lucky there. Okay, let's talk about tier lists though, because New Racer brought up a good point. We can bring up the tier list. Okay, Bulbasaur is currently in B tier, kind of middle of B tier. That is everything from a final time through the game of 1 hour and 5 and 1 hour and 15. Lands in the B tier. I could actually even see this being A tier, depending. We're going to be better than Bulbasaur, not by a ton, but by enough that it might bump us up a tier. And Bulbasaur has the potential to be like high B tier on a better run. That was a pretty unlucky run, I think. It was literally the first of this series. One of the first I did on the channel. Because I've only done a few playthroughs before that on edited videos. MT, will you play Black 2, please? Maybe one day. I don't have a plan immediately to do that, but definitely I need to. I have faith. Me too, Ian. It'll happen. Brad was saying my job makes me work 60 plus hours a week. Super fun. That's a lot. That's intense, Brad. I do not wish that upon anybody. That's a lot of work, but hopefully they pay you reasonably well to make you work that hard. I know that you can only get as much as, I guess, you can, but hopefully you're getting really well compensated, whatever you want to call that, for that. Tier list looks different. Nope. Tier list should be basically the same. It's just getting filled out. We're finally getting A, B, and C tiers are almost equal in Pokemon, which is really cool. Yeah, I think this could be an A tier, which means we're going to have to shift the tier list around a little bit. Is it the colors of the tiers? Because that's definitely a custom choice from me of how I colored the tiers. That could be it. That could be it. It's kind of different. It's kind of backwards, but kind of different than like tier list maker, that kind of stuff. But I wanted purple to be the top tier because I knew that Gengar was going to be up there. Nidoking I was expecting up there. Purple Pokemon, poison Pokemon. They ended up getting higher than S tier now, the Nidos. And then A tier is the blue tier because at the time we had Lapras, Articuno, Gyarados, A tier. So I just started doing it that way. Plus, I like the colors in this arrangement. You get Pikachu to A tier, the OG. I mean, 123 is a really good time for Pikachu because we allow double team. Weedle's technically possible. I think we'll do an attempt with Weedle. It's not possible probably under a human playthrough, at least as far as I know. Like, in the rule set we have, no items, you know, all of that stuff, because it would take such ridiculous tool-assisted tricks to get through the end of the game and through the Elite Four. Ditto is technically possible and should be probably moved upward. It's a terrible run, apparently. Like, I think it was it Speedrunner 0218 that was in the chat talking about their Ditto run? Might have been, but it might have been, I don't know. I'm not sure who it was anymore. I don't remember. But they did a run and it was like a 13-hour run, but it is possible. MT makes this into Iron Man, throw yourself at it until you finish it. I miss the times there was Pikachu speedrun. Pikachu is fun. Pikachu's a good speedrun. All right. But if we need to get A tier, it means we need under an hour and 5. That would be like optimal. Like really make me happy for this playthrough to get A tier. And then Venusaur will probably do even better than that. The rules are like the spoon in the Matrix. You cannot bend them. You must bend yourself around the rules. We have the strictest of rules here. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and get everything pulled up. We'll go ahead and jump into a playthrough, because I do think that we can probably cruise through a lot of this game and not have many issues. Yeah, I'm not expecting a ton of big problems here. Should be pretty good. Should be pretty solid. Oh, that's why I was like, why does my layout look a little different? I added an extra toolbar here. Let me move that, because I want to be able to see as much of the overlay as I can, so I can keep track of what's going on here. Okay, test the timer. Awesome. Get up to the main screen. Let's jump into the first playthrough and try to get probably B tier on this first run. It's pretty straightforward as far as I can tell. So I think we just try to get a decent first result and then see where we can improve from there. Ivysaur, let's go. Can I yap about the new mechanics? Sure thing, Coles. I would love to hear about a new RPG mechanic for your game. Venusaur's in the chat. Let's go. We don't have an Ivysaur icon, but we got Venusaurs. We needed a good name for Ivysaur and also for some HM pals. I'm just realizing we didn't get one from chat. What's a good nickname for an Ivysaur for this playthrough? Something like Leafy? Bud? Oh, Bud, pretty. I kind of like Bud. Just coming up with that. Neo. Neo's good. Mr. Bush. Buddy. All right, Neo, Mr. Bush, and Buddy are the top. Well, he's the younger form, so we call him Bush Jr. He's not the Venusaur, he's the Ivysaur. Ivo? Ivo's pretty good. I like Ivo too. Ivo's also a shorter name. Neo's a short name. Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Ivo's pretty cool for Ivysaur. Let's go Ivo. Let's go Ivo. That's a nice short name I can type really easily. And it's going to speed us up a little bit in the playthrough. Ivo. Okay. All right, Ivo. Okay. Leech Seed, the Eevee, and then Growl the Eevee, and then just tackle until we win, right? Wait, did I miss the... I am missing the Leech Seed? How rude. I'm just going to growl you down because I want to not have you knock me out immediately. That was so many misses of Leech Seed, but we still made it out just fine. I didn't even realize I missed it the first time. All right, we got our little Ivysaur, which is Bulbasaur with extra leaves. Very similar sprite. I didn't have a ton of time to customize one, but for Venusaur, we're going to have a really good one. I don't really need a potion. That was Ironmon muscle memory kicking in. Okay, let me think here. We're probably going to want the same number of potions and everything for the early game because we don't have a healing move until quite late, like until like mid game against Erica. Not that Erica is going to be terribly soon because we're probably going to do Sylph before we fight Erica, because we do want Swords Dance for Erica probably, and Sleep Powder if we can, just because Erica's going to be a bit of a problem if we don't have decent moves to fight her with. Not that she can do a ton of damage though, so maybe we could just take her with Body Slam. Huh. I actually don't know what I want to do there exactly. Just get 8 of these and then, oh no, just Paralyze Heal. No antidotes. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Ivo! Ivo stands for identifying Venusaur, obviously. Obviously, we're tiny Venusaur. My day got better when he shouted me out, gifted those subs, and picked my name. I don't care about the seizures anymore. Like, honestly, I'm glad I can make your day better. That's like crazy that I can make such an impact. But thank you for being so excited, honestly. I'm just realizing we should probably growl these, even the Caterpies, because we're kind of low level. I do want to take a couple of battles here. They're not going to be the fastest battles, unfortunately. But they should be pretty easy with Leech Seed. Leech Seed is going to make this a lot better. Not terribly fast, but better. Okay. Honestly, that gets us to 8. How many levels do we need for Brock? Because it would be probably better to fight this guy than the Light Years Trainer. Because Light Years Trainer is going to be dealing decent damage. And really, we just kind of want to get the experience from these Metapods, I think. Although they're not the fastest battle. But I feel like we might be only level 9 after the last trainer in the forest here. And that's probably a little too low to take on Light Years Trainer. Maybe. This is going to be a decently long battle, though. So I don't know if it's worth trying to go risky against Light Years Trainer. That's actually a good question. What level do we think Light Years Trainer would be at? Because 10 is definitely enough to get us through to Brock. With just those 2 trainers. So let's catch a Pidgey now. And who wants to be a Pidgey? That should be guaranteed. Yeah, okay. I don't know if it was guaranteed, but we did get it. All right, we need a Pidgey name. That's very sweet, Ian. You got to. I like smoking grass. Grass isn't good to smoke. Not regular grass, anyway. Demon, of course you can be a Pidgey. There you go, Demon. Demon the Pidgey. Yato, I'll give you oh, that's true. Yato got Ivo. That is true. Very true. We do need 2 more HM pals because we will be catching, or not catching, but receiving all of the other pals as well for our HMs. What's next to catch? We're going to get a Charmander next, and then Squirtle is the last one. Yeah, that gives us level 11. So it would have probably only given us level 9. I don't think it would have given us 10 from that Caterpie. But that does mean that we get to Brock fairly late. But we can skip Light Years Trainer. I think here, right? I think... yeah, I think this makes sense. I don't know that we outpace... maybe we do. Let's just see how this goes. Yeah, they're doing decent damage. Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't have any... Ooh. I don't have any decent damage here. Leech Seed really just takes, I think, a 16th of HP in Gen 1. Honestly, we might need 13. I think we're going to need 13 because I don't see a world in which we can actually get past Geodude. That's actually wild. Hey, Shining Umbreon, welcome in. Let's fight this guy. College Charmander Mally. She's not here, but I'll show her. Of course. I can definitely do that. Okay, I think this guy's actually not as big of a problem because his Diglett's actually not doing a ton. I know this can crit a lot, but between the Growl, I think we're decently like gonna survive this battle even at 10. But if we need 13, we might actually have to fight the other. Oh, that means I have to go back and heal once in Viridian too. Because I gotta fight one extra trainer in the Forest then and Light Year's trainer to get 13. Oof. Because these are slow battles, that's actually... I wanted to skip as many of those as possible. I don't see it being possible to just run up to Brock and just win that fight. That's not great for us. So many wilds. How is our experience, by the way? We're actually very close. It might be faster just to tackle down some Caterpies. I didn't knock out any real additional Pokemon. How much experience does that other trainer give? Because I could also fight the last at the beginning. She might be faster than this guy. Let's see. And she would give enough, I think. Enough experience. Because this guy might give us, like, kind of a lot. Because his Metapod's actually decent. Because it actually doesn't just have Harden for some reason. They decided to give it Tackle and String Shot. And that's a yellow exclusive. Brad, another 10 gifted? That's crazy. No, I'm going to be solo running the entire game with just this Ivysaur. No, he doesn't seem like he'd be too bad even at level like 9. Because there's Vine Whip, and then now Brock's easy. We got a membership for Wailord. I love that. How does Pokemon Sleep work? I actually never played Pokemon Sleep or, you know, started playing Pokemon Sleep. I don't know, very curious about that too. Because it doesn't, like, listen to you while you sleep. That was one part I didn't quite understand. It wasn't really down for, like, if it listened to you while you sleep. I don't know how it tracks your sleep. It supposedly tracks how well you sleep, and then the better you sleep, the better Pokemon come. Still none for Ian? That's crazy. And none for Mascus Mouse? That's absurd. Absurd. Okay. Well, we don't even really need to save now because we know this is going to be easy. This and Misty are now a piece of cake because now we have a grass move. And we just two-shot this, like, you know, or one-shot both of his Pokemon. 2 attacks and we just beat this gym. So now we're just going to be cruising. There's really nothing to worry about at this point for a while. Hey, Shining Umbreon, thank you for becoming a member. Any Wailords? I wish. It's Gen 1, though. No Wailords for Gen 1. I do know that I missed Coles' chat earlier about the RPG mechanic that he wanted to talk about. Coles, if you want to... let's see if I can quickly spot that in the chat. I know I totally missed it. And Coles, you were also Squirtle last week. So I'd rather give it to somebody new if possible. I might give it to Shining Umbreon. I might name it Shining for the Squirtle. For becoming a new member. There we go. Coles says, my RPG's new mechanic is character-specific charms. They're like the badges from Paper Mario. Ooh, that's really nice. Hey, Ace, welcome in. Annie says, I live. Welcome in, Annie. It's always nice to see you in chat. Masochist Mouse is saying, yeah, you're supposed to set it on your bed, not under blanket or pillow. So your phone can hear if you snore and sense if you move in your sleep. It also has a real-life Pokeball thingy you can buy and sleep with. Yeah, see, like, I just haven't really wanted to have something listen to me sleep. That just feels weird. We can't get poisoned, which is actually quite nice. We do need a potion. It's probably faster to fight this gal here. Ace is a Squirtle tier, member for 5 months. Very nice to see. Okay. Yeah. This makes the most sense to me because I think that last is going to be the easy battle. I think I'm going to have to streamline a lot of this playthrough because I feel like the first, like getting to Brock's actually going to be a few minutes slower than we would like, which isn't great. I could Vine Whip this Metapod, but I think using Tackle is just fine. Okay. And then we gotta avoid her because she can put us to sleep. We don't like that. Oh, Yato also mentioned that to give Annie the Squirrel. I think I might give it to Shining Umbreon for becoming a member, though. Yato. Does it make sense to use Vine Whip? There's really nothing. No, because I have a hiker I can fight with Vine Whip. So I'll just run from everything. And I'll fight this guy. MT, I like to say because there's only a few similarities. Like it changes some stats and moves. That's it. You can only put on one character. Put on one per character, and you need to find them all in the overworld. I like little like add-on discovery things that make you stronger like that. Like that's something that just really speaks to me. Progression and finding little things really make me enjoy games. Okay, that guy's out the way. Let's go fight the hiker. Then we can knock out Misty as soon as we get to Cerulean. I think should be the plan. How do you cheat? Oh, in Pokemon Sleep? Is that what you're talking about? Cheating with Pokemon Sleep? No idea. I've never used Pokemon Sleep. Yeah, that's very nice, but I don't take anyone's nicknames over me. I'm happy to be a member. Well, I want to make sure everyone like gets a chance, even new, people that join the chat. So I wanted to show my appreciation. All right. Okay. So the last battles are going to be poison types, but they can't poison us, which is kind of nice for us. This might get us level 20, in which case we should have a very easy. Well, Loose Fight is also very easy because Vine Whip just takes care of his Sand Slash, and we will outspeed. We're getting a million encounters here. I could Leech Seed if I need additional healing, which I might. Just for extra life, extra HP. And then I'll Vine Whip the Voltorb. Vine Whip. And then by Leech Seed the Coughing. Can't get poisoned. And then we just knock him out so easily. So incredibly easily. Okay. Any what in the world? MT gonna explain underwater battles to you too. There, after 6 turns, you start to drown, losing 12% HP after each turn. Sometimes it in attacks also change, like fire does nothing underwater. Oh, I like that. Having to change your battle tactic underwater is really fun. The only thing to be aware of, obviously, is if you have a specific like class or character that's specifically good at fast battles, like at ending a battle quickly, that could be a huge advantage for underwater levels then, or underwater battles. Cool. Yeah, we get level 20 if we do all of that training. And then we can just immediately fight Misty. We can't use Bubble Beam, but that should kind of mean that we can just literally run through all of the trainers on Nugget Bridge and stuff and not have to heal and just keep moving. But I really don't see any reason not to just go for this, except for this trainer is going to be a pain because she has Peck. Annie says, I may be insane. I would not be surprised, Annie. We're the type of crazy that makes us all have a great time. All right, so this should be very straightforward, I would assume. She won't use any water attacks. She'll just use like X defense and stuff, and that won't help her against Vine Whip. So I think that there's really no concern here because Vine Whip is special for Gen 1. Super easy. Just the easiest thing you've ever seen. Okay, yeah, that's taken care of. Second battle down. Yeah, there's literally nothing to be afraid of for these next few gyms. Because Surge is also not going to do a ton against us. It's really just Brock being slow is the only downside so far. I'll save in all of these locations. It doesn't seem like very many battles are risky. If I can skip saving, that could cut some time in a lot of these areas. However, Spearow could be rude. Our damage is actually not that bad with Tackle. Was that a crit? Oh no, he growled us. Vine Whip against Sandshrew. Lovely. Poison Powder. No. Poison Powder is just plain bad. Toxic, however, with Leech Seed can be decent. Not really a necessary strat for today, I don't think. Vine Whip and Vine Whip. And he's down. Oh, there's one thing that's busted in your RPG game underwater, Coles. Bubble Shield. Does it completely stop your drowning that you're talking about? That's a huge boost then. What nature is Ivy and decent IVs, I hope. So the IVs are, well, they're called DVs in Gen 1. But they are all set to perfect so that we have the perfect Ivysaur. That's just for consistency for the runs, that we can make sure that we get good results for every Pokemon across the board. Natures don't exist in Gen 1, so we don't actually have a nature to look for Gen 1. They did not introduce those until Gen 3. I believe in Gen 2, even though there is breeding, there is no natures until Gen 3. And he's dropping more knowledge in the chat too. We are slowly taking damage. I think it's just faster to just tackle and then potion. Our defense and HP are like good enough. I'll just potion twice. Why not? It's been so long. No worries. It's been a long time since a lot of us have played these older gens because they're not available in enough places. Quite frankly, I don't know what Nintendo's up to with that. Like, for real. Just give us Gen 1 through 3 and everywhere, like available everyone, every console. Please. I just wanted to do that in case I got hit by Wrap. I can like two-shot this guy though. That's actually not that bad. Probably also the Zubat. Yeah, our tackle's doing decent now. We get an attack boost after we beat Brock. A 10% boost to our attack stat. I skipped naming the Charmander! I skipped it! I was playing it like a second playthrough. We gotta give a nickname to Charmander in Lavender Town then. Oh no! It's supposed to be Mally. We'll have to rename Mally in Lavender Town. Is the only honorable thing to do here. Potion and elixir, and we can just continue on here. Still got my original Pokemon Yellow Game Boy cartridge. Same here, Ian. There's such a fantastic little like look into the past, and I love it. That was interesting. I'm guessing that Speedrun 2 is going to be... Oh, weird. I swear I heard my phone buzz and I thought Veggie was trying to get a hold of me. She's at work right now, so I was like kind of surprised, but it was a phantom buzz. No idea why. All right. We can't use seismic toss, so we might as well just fight this guy. I feel like whipping out blue from 1998. Heart Gold is still be number one. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are fantastic games. I think that they are the literal gold, no pun intended, standard for remakes for Pokemon, for updating mechanics, because they did such a fantastic job to make those like so beloved from games that kind of get hated on a lot, Gen 2, or like kind of forgotten almost. Yeah, like it was a huge upgrade. And we don't talk about the Gen 4 remakes. Okay, we don't really need an Ether either. Tackle has a lot of uses, and Body Slam's gonna have decent uses. Once we get Razor Leaf, we're gonna have a lot more PP available. Okay. Let's go, Ivysaur. All right, not bad. Once we beat Brock, not bad at all. Like, it's very safe battles for Ivysaur. Did I see Venusaur? Ivysaur. Because frankly, besides this rocket, I think this rocket and maybe blue are like the first things that actually have a chance to knock us out. Because his Drowsy here is going to be a menace. We don't really have a quick knockout here, because our attack and our special are almost the same. Vine Whip gets a stab boost, so it's actually closer to like 50 something power, but it has significantly higher special, so I think Tackle is better here. I missed. Ooh, yeah, that's a 3 hit. That might be worth using Leech Seed. Oh, Rain is actually making the music for your RPG, Coles? That's awesome. Rain has some really cool music in the Discord. Hey, Skypey. Welcome in. And Juice, home from a long day and getting to watch them MT winning. I love it. Thank you, Juice, and Skypey for dropping by. This is looking to be a very easy playthrough for the most part, except Brock is actually the thing that's slowing us down the most. Everything else is like really not a problem for Ivysaur to handle. This trainer could also be an issue, actually, though, because we don't have great options against Pidgeys. Yeah, Tackle is our best thing here, but the Sand Attack is going to be a problem. It's definitely going to be a problem, because we can get hit by a lot of Sand Attacks. Oh no, oh no, just one more Tackle. There we go. Okay. Yeah, now if we don't one-hit those Pidgeys, they can quickly become a huge problem. Vine Whip. Crit. Nice. Okay, so we just get the repels. Honestly, we didn't go through a ton of potions, so I don't think we need to buy super potions there. I think we have enough potions to get through Rock Tunnel. I mean, do I need rest? I'll grab it. I could see us needing rest after Alakazam on Champion's team. I could see Alakazam being a problem. And I don't love that prediction, but his Alakazam might be scary enough to cause us some resets if I don't have rest. Not even that it will knock us out necessarily, but once we get past it, we're going to have to probably heal, or else we will not be able to take down the Executor, because Executor is not going to be great for us. This is going to unlock Body Slam, though. We'll finally be really just crushing everything at that point. Are Pidgey's robots from the Pokemon government? I've never seen a baby Pidgey. 100% Ian. Confirmed. They're all working for Officer Jenny. I do need a potion here, at least once, maybe twice, because we do have a fire type here, and I can't use anything except for body slam for the TM so far. This just goes in place of tackle, quite honestly. I could maybe keep tackle and leech seed. I feel like leech seed might have some slight benefit to keep, at least for now, until we get Mega Drain. I could ditch Growl at this point. Yeah, I should have ditched Growl and kept Tackle, just so I had extra PP. Not a huge issue. But for the next one, I'm going to have to probably try and remember that. Coles was saying, yeah, actually some of the things they sent was for the RPG, like Core of Nyx. Oh, in the Discord, some of that was for your RPG. That's cool. Some of the music. If you haven't seen it, actually, in the Discord, link on the channel page. The link in the description might be broken. I don't remember if it's updated or not. But in the Discord, there's a bunch of stuff being posted to the creators sharing channel in there. And Draconic Rain is one of those that posts music and cool content, artwork too, I believe, into that channel. It's super, super cool. Demon is also working on an RPG themselves. That's really awesome. I'm taking inspiration from Deltarune, which was with original characters. I like that. Very nice. Let's teach Dig to Charmander and cut to Charmander, which we need to name Mally because it's not just Charmander. Okay. I mean, I'm mostly full health. I kind of want to try this without healing, but I think that'd be a bad idea. We don't have Sleep Powder yet, but we do have Body Slam Growl, which I just see Growl being a decent... Whoa! The crit Mega Kick right away. And then we crit. Yeah, Thunderbolt doesn't do much. We still won after a crit Mega Kick. He got very lucky, still couldn't beat us. So that means that battle is very safe. I mean, we did get a crit as well, but the fact that he attacked first turn before I got my Growl. Okay, this is going to be Squirtle. Yes, we want to nickname it. Get this right this time. And we're going to name this Shining. Thank you, Shining, for becoming a member. Shining. There we go. Shining Umbreon. Okay. All right, let's get back to Cerulean now. You can dig out of here, go back there, heal up. We have Vine Whip for Self-Destructing Hiker and Body Slam now for the Wrapping Lass. So our main problems are covered with what we have so far, which is awesome. I have a lot of TMs I can't use, though. Don't love that. Okay, there we go. I will save just in case. I think we do have a KO range here. So we have decent attack. We have the attack boost. Oh, we don't quite have a KO range. So we do have the possibility. Although we one-shot the Bellsprouts. So if we get paralyzed at that first Oddish, we can have a huge problem. Because we can get stuck in Wrap forever, which isn't great. We're just shy of the knockout there, too. That's really unfortunate. Alright, let's Paralyze Heal there. We can keep going. Should we join Discord via description? It's not working? Yeah, channel page might be better. Hey, excuse you with the confusion. That's super effective. Good sir. Yeah, I think from here, basically minimum battles. I will heal in this Pokemon Center just for good measure, because we don't have Tackle. I'll try to keep that in mind next time, because that will help spare some of our PP. Where's my Repels? Repels, boom. Although I should keep the potions up toward the top too. Okay. And these battles, once again, easy peasy, because we just Vine Whip our way through. Vine Whip. We even crit. Would you look at that? Our special is triple almost of the slow pokes. So we're not even that worried about the confusion, honestly. Yeah, that doesn't do a ton. Not bad at all. I can just literally use a potion. It's like it never happened. Okay. Razor Leaf. Okay, Razor Leaf in place of Vine Whip. That's an easy upgrade. No idea why Vine Whip is 10 PP. I've heard like theories that it was supposed to be the other way around. Like Vine Whip was supposed to have 25 PP and Razor Leaf was supposed to have 10. And then it just kind of ended up that way in Gen 1. They flipped them and then it's been like that ever since. I'll just use a repel because we're not going to lose here. There's literally no way, right? Literally no way. We'd have to miss so many Razor Leafs in order to even have a chance at... Yep. Not missed one. Spoke too soon. Okay. Be 3 whole dungeons that are fully underwater. That feels brutal, Coles. And that's coming from me, who you know how my game design went. I made some brutal choices too. Oh, I used the wrong attack on an Oddish. Alright. This Gambler shouldn't be a problem. I don't think I'm going to fight the other guy with the muck. I've been fighting him more recently on runs where I know I need more experience. We really have no issues, I don't think, with level at this point. We are the best level curve in the game, too. Medium slow is really good for getting us a decent level. We're already level 31 with basically minimal additional training. There's the elixir and nugget. There we go. Okay. I'll even skip Rocket Hideout, honestly, for the most part. I'm able to do that because I use a Pokédoll for the Marowak. Frankly, do I want this PP up? I'll get it for this time. This might be able to be skipped. Because Body Slam has decent uses. I don't know. Unsure there. Might not be worth skipping. Might be best just to grab it. We're not doing a ton of training though. Because that one's also there. So we would at least get 2 even if I skipped it. But I will skip literally everything except for this rare candy and the PP up. Because I don't think we need anything else, honestly. I think we're going to be just fine. Because we already have 4 rare candies. I'm going to go ahead and use our PP ups on Body Slam. Alright, there we go. Easy. Easy stuff. I think our only thing I'm too worried about is I think we need some more speed. We can just sell a bunch of stuff here. We want Rest. We don't want Bubble Beam. Keep Rest. We don't want Thunderbolt. We don't need the Nuggets, obviously. Okay. Good. And we can buy Super Repel. We're going to get 10. That'll get us through the rest of the game. And let's go ahead and get... I do think I'll need Mimic, so I'll get 2 Pokédolls. And... get a fresh water. And where does that land us with these? Because I'll get Carbos, I think. Oop. Let me go get 1 more TM here. Give me Ice Beam. I can't use it, but I can sell it for good money. Okay. Then we can buy Carbos. We'll get 3 Carbos. And that gives us a little bit more speed. Because with Sleep Powder, and setup, really the speed is what we are going to want. No experience share must be painful. I mean, for these runs, we're running with only 1 Pokemon, so it actually really benefits us for this run. But I spent a lot of time playing these old Pokemon games where there was just not experience share readily available. I mean, to get one, it's a terrible task. I think you have to get 50 Pokemon in Gen 1 in your Pokedex to even get an experience all. And it's not even an experience share. So I never really did it that much. even though I do like having my Pokemon all at like the same levels if possible, it wasn't a big enough deal to do all of that, so I hardly ever got it. I mean, midway through the second one, you could get multi-bubble shields. So was that all that brutal? I mean, if you're required to have somebody to use it on your team, I don't know how many options of team members and that kind of thing you have, but yeah, look at that Razor Leaf. Insane. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Let's see. Where's my Super Repels? Place it for candy. There we go. Okay, this is going to be the worst battle for a minute because our type effectiveness is just bad. Yeah, I mean, with crits, it's not that bad. When we're getting a lot of crits. Are we guaranteed crit? I don't think we're quite guaranteed a crit. I think we're slightly lower, but mostly it's going to crit. So that's pretty good. I picked up this HP up. I don't think we need it for the second run, honestly. I'm kind of trying to figure out now. Oh, by the way, Chris, thank you for the 5 gifted. Hey, you rightly got one. Still not one for Ian, unfortunately. Quite honestly, the Gen 6 experience share. Oh, what was Annie saying? That immediately gets cut off. Hold up. Why does my mouse just suddenly not work? Weird. Let's see. The Gen 6 experience share was total overkill and completely unneeded. If you had issues with grinding, then don't play an RPG. I mean, that's fair. I have obviously been very vocal about the fact that I don't mind grinding. Like, a lot of these older games have taught me that, you know, grinding for experience is like a good thing. So I tend to overgrind in most games. Made the game terribly easy, although sometimes the old gen it was pretty grindy. Yeah. It's just, it depends on what you want out of a game, kind of, right? Because, like, I feel like some generations, like, probably did benefit from it, whereas it wasn't necessary to the extent that we got it. Razor Leaf, the Meowth. We're gonna have to body slam the other two, unfortunately. Yeah, the para is rough. He's parried now, okay. At least we can't get poisoned. He's parried, okay. Yeah, the ability to not get poisoned actually is a pretty good benefit. It does make us, being poison type does make us weak to psychic, but honestly, for the most part, not having to deal with poison is pretty worth it. Empty Slash, the guy who learns the Bubble Shield and Multi-Bubble Shield is his charm. The only wind character is very polarizing underwater already with its type changing at all. Oh, so like you don't think players will have any issue with keeping that available then? Keeping Slash and Multi-Bubble Shield available. Cool. Flute. If you want a baby game, just play red version because all the AI is so stupid you can solo run with a Weedle up to Agatha. Yeah, the AI is notoriously terrible for red version. Okay, here's the next question. How do we navigate this? So I don't have sleep powder yet. Although I have a pretty unfortunate typing to train here. It is pretty worth to get some experience here because there's really good experience yields. So we might as well get some. I should have actually used Growl. This guy actually does decent damage. And at least we should get like that guy and this guy pretty much, and maybe the guy at the very end of the route. Well, there's some fighting types that I could probably fight pretty effectively. The fact that there's so much poison type, like like all over the region of Kanto. Like these guys with Team Rocket and just all of the grass types having poison, like having the poison like to like at least make those attacks neutral is worth it. I've always kind of not been super fond of the fact that every, you know, grass starter, or not every grass starter, but like every grass Pokemon in Gen 1 is grass and poison, basically. I was trying to get back by without using a repel there because I was being lazy. Is it worth fighting? Probably, because they're going to be fast. So I'm going to fight 2 extra guys here. This is Machoke Trainer. And we actually do resist the fighting moves. I didn't even think about that. And then this guy. And then I'll fight the guy with the Weezings at the very end. Focus Energy, hilarious. That's actually broken in Gen 1, doesn't help you at all. Let me actually quickly heal. Would I have a max potion? Let's go ahead and drop the max potion just for good measure. Fight this guy. Honestly, they should make the new games a bit more grindy. Interesting take, Chris. I feel like they're grinding a different way. Shining Umbreon was saying, I play a lot of RPG. Trust me, I know a true grind. And nobody said they had a problem with it. It was just asking others their opinions. No, totally fair, Shining Umbreon. Totally fair. I think it's a good discussion. Kanto's a toxic waste dump. True. I'm gonna run out of body slam. Oh, hello. We have to use Razor Leaf on this Weezing, which isn't my favorite thing. Might actually do more than body slam because of the crits. That might be better. That's crazy. Actually, so here I'm gonna go into. Yeah, it's worth it to go to the Safari Zone right now. That gets us technically just enough. Because I could come back later, but I do think that having the vitamins that are available in here will be a benefit. So let's just go grab it. So we get another Carbos here. And then we get another one in Sylph, I believe. And then one last one, which we may or may not be able to use. We should be able to because I'm not overtraining too much. But I want to be able to max our speed out for Elite Four. We need to get an encounter. Ah, we got 2 encounters. That's possible level 33 encounters. At level 36, it's possible to get all those encounters in this area. 37, slightly better. Because then you don't have any encounters with the repels. Okay. Get me out of here. And now we want to go Sylph. Because we do want to get Swords Dance as soon as possible in the place of Growl. Leech Seed will eventually become Sleep Powder, but not for a little bit longer still, actually. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. Grinding teaches practice is important and not to expect getting handed everything. True. Very true. It feels like actual training, right? When you're grinding. So I can totally appreciate that. Carbos and Rare Candy. All right, so let's go ahead and use the Carbos. Boop, boop. Just boop those right in there. And a Protein. And a PP up again for Body Slam. Yep, yeah. So Razor Leaf has plenty of uses. Okay. From there, very minimal training, honestly. Go grab the Calcium. It's great stuff. Actually, should wait to use the vitamins until right there. Do I fight this guy? Yeah, I probably should. He's really great experience. Razor Leaf is just the better move, quite honestly. Let's test it actually here. So that's a crit. Oh, you disabled my Body Slam. I was gonna do some science. Right when I was gonna science. You scientist. How dare you? right, and then we can go down to floor 5. Not the Hypno Trainer, because he's mean. We can go fight this Arbok guy. Well, we can do science with the Arbok then. So that is a Razor Leaf damage. That is Body Slam. So Body Slam is equal or slightly more. And Chance to Para, at least when defense and special on the enemy are about equal. And it resists Razor Leaf. Okay. Do I want to fight this guy? Probably not right now. Do have paralysis, which is unfortunate. I could probably use a 1 full restore right now. I'm only level 37. Quite frankly, can I? No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can beat Rival at 38. I might want 40. I may want 40. Because I can get 38. Ooh, there's growth. Okay. Oh, I didn't get Swords Dance. I'll put growth right there for now. Body Slam, technically, I mean, Hypno has pretty decent defense. That's really obnoxious. Okay. Now, let's go backtrack just for a quick second. It's... What's the fast way? Here? Yeah, okay. That's the fast way to get Swords Dance. So that gets a Swords Dance. I do think... Let's try Rival at 38. If we can beat Rival at 38, that's going to be kind of insane, but kind of awesome. Oh, except I don't have full health, and I have to use a full restore. Oh, and I have a protein. If I want... I have a Hyper Potion. If I save... Let's teach Swords Dance in the place of growth. Because I do think that Swords Dance is going to make the most sense to use, and I'll explain that in a moment. Hyper Potion, let's just test Rival. So the reason that Swords Dance is better than growth for Ivysaur is that in Gen 1, a critical hit will actually bypass the setup you just did. He does have Sand Attack. I really don't want to deal with that. You have Aurora Beam. And this will be super effective. Is that not a crit? I don't think that was a crit. Okay. Here you have Supersonic. You don't have a way to para unless you get really lucky with Thundershock. So I can Swords Dance here. Better. Okay. Try to get as many as we can, and then Body Slam. Oh, he outspeeds by how much? He's got 84 speed. Ugh, that's a few levels. That is a few levels. Oh no, you have no AC, Coles? That's rough. Let's try that one more time just to get some data here. As soon as I join back, oof. Yeah, the problem is like we could set up really nicely here and start sweeping, but Sand Attack is just really obnoxious. I could try to tank an Aurora Beam, but I feel like that's just a bad idea because a crit also just knocks out this Cloyster. It's here that really just makes the most sense. So I'll just go twice here. Oh, no, I do need 3 to knock out the Magneton. So Confusion, I will survive. I crit. I crit, and it bypassed the setup, as I was mentioning. Yeah. So we would need at least like 4 levels to outspeed. Is it worth? Because unless we get the outspeed, we have all the ranges we need. I do think that it makes the most sense let me try this again. I think it makes the most sense to just run this at 38 and just not do any additional training here. But what that does, I mean, I could rare candy. It feels very early for a rare candy, though. Because I have guaranteed pass there. I literally missed a Razor Leaf. And then I get the level up. And then I can Swords Dance, and it boosts my defense. And I need 3 Swords Dances. I'm pretty low. There's no way I survive the Kadabra. No. Okay, so. What level would I roughly need? I need 7 more, so I need at least 43. I think actually, oh, there we go. It didn't reset the game for some reason. I think what I might do, I already fought you, right? Nope, I didn't fight you yet. I might go to 40 here in Sylph. Weezing has lower special than defense, so it actually does make some sense to use Razor Leaf there. Okay. Let's get to 40, which should be very doable here. Oh no! I thought that was a KO range. Oh no! Obnoxious. Okay. That's not great. Because if I get to 40, I could use 3 rare candies, which is really early to do that, but I think makes some sense. Because we're not going to need a ton of levels later. And I don't really want to spend time training, because I want Ivysaur to go fast. So I think I Hyper Potion here instead. I think that we can get 40 just really quickly here. Okay, missed the Hypnosis this time. Good. So that's 39. And then we have one more trainer over here that might get us 40. And we get another potion over here as well. There's AC in the big room, but my door has to say close, otherwise I'll be drowned into the sea by my family. I totally get that. Totally understood. When you want your own space, you'll endure having no AC. Body Slam and Razor Leaf, I think, are both 2 hits there. So how close does that get us to our level up? Very close. Very close indeed. I could fight an additional trainer here. It's not the greatest experience yields. I thought he would be a KO with that. Obnoxious a little bit. Razor Leaf is slightly better here. That wasn't a crit. 500 only. We're not very far off. I could probably prioritize that a little bit better somewhere. But where, I'm not really sure. Huh. Anyway, let's go ahead and use 3 rare candies. And that should get us roughly the speed we need. It gets us the exact speed tie. Well, I'm going to lock that in. That gets us speed tie at 43. No, we just use 4 rare candies here. We just use 4 rare candies. We need the outspeed. Now it's easy. We're no longer stuck there because Razor Leaf actually probably even knocks out without the crit for those 2. And then Swords Dance twice only. Ooh. Oh, okay. Taking advantage of the confusion. Oh my gosh. Terrible confusion luck. Okay. I still think this is basically an easy win as long as we don't get confused and hit ourselves a million times in a row. Oh, I'm supposed to Swords Dance. Swords Dance. There we go. Ah, now we're confused again. Okay, there we go. And then we outspeed the Kadabra and the Flareon. I think it's us 45. That does mean we'll be a slightly lower end level, but I don't think that's a problem if we use 4 rare candies there. I could use 5 and just level up after. I'll try to hold 1 rare candy back at the end and just see what level that would put us. Because, like, if... that face when you Swords Dance yourself. Every time. It's literally devastation. With Team Rocket here. Okay. Body slam, and body slam. Now we can set up. We're so close to having sleep powder. I don't really want to heal, so I'm just going to save. I don't think there's an issue here. Because I think we can just set up against Nidorino here. Yeah, it doesn't have anything good. So we can just set up here for free. He's just going to Poison Sting 3 times or Guard Spec. And then we just wipe the floor. And I think we get Sleep Powder after this fight. Hey, New Racer, how's it going? Pretty good so far. We just got Sleep Powder. That really makes things nice for us. We got Swords Dance now. We had to use some early rare candies, though, which I didn't really expect. But from here, it should be very, very easy. Because now we have Swords Dance, Sleep Powder, Body Slam. Unstoppable combos. Let's go by Erica. The underwater dungeons are called Bubble Bay, Deep Cavern Dive, and Murky Depths. I like it. Should have been on a bike. Do that to try to trigger my muscle memory. We don't really want to deal with any setup here. So we're just going to cut. I don't think there's any statuses we can get hit with in this. Oh, no. She starts with Weeping Ball. I thought... no, she ends with the Ivysaur. In that case, I should just... oh. Oh my gosh. Come on. Bad luck there, but that's fine. We can Sleep Powder, Swords Dance a couple of times, and then we just one-shot everything. 1 actually might be enough at our level, quite frankly. 1 would be enough at this level. Okay, save. Okay, so we have to use early rare candies and Sylph, which is not my favorite strategy, although we can't get hit by a ton here, actually. Now just looking at that. But now we just sweep the rest of the game. We don't have a speed boost until we beat Koga. He's going to be a concern because he does have a psychic move. Actually, he has lots of psychic moves. He's basically a psychic trainer. And we have to fight him before we can go to Blaine or anything. So we have to fight this guy. This man. This obnoxious ninja with poison. How many gyms you done? We've fought 4 gyms so far. Just Swords Dance once, and then we can... oop. Actually hit the disable. Don't love that. Also empty in Deep Cave Dive is the multi-bubble shield and the Kraken boss fight. Oh, very nice. Yeah, no reason, literally no reason to train at all at this point. I don't think. Because we should have enough just raw stats to kind of just bully our way through most of the battles. We do not outspeed the... I have 1 more max potion right here, so let's just use that. I do not outspeed the Venomoth here. And there's nothing I can do about that because I cannot get a speed boost until I beat him. However, I do outspeed the Venonats, so I can just have free setup. Oop. Why are you trying to use Toxic on me? You silly goose. Just no psychics, please. Get out of here. I do think that he might have a 50-50 of Psychic and Leech Life, because they're both super effective. Doesn't matter. You got the X attack. As long as we get 1 attack there, we win. Okay. Let's go get the other rare candy. Honestly, at this point, like, it seems like we're a little bit behind where we want to be, which is true. But, oh, I need to go change Charmander to Mally. How could I forget? Never forget Mally. Oh, Ian, did you go to bed? Good night, Ian. We're gonna rename Mally right now for you. Yes, we missed Mally here. Here we go. Oh, wait. We got it. I believe I spelled that right. Please let me know if I didn't. I'll fix it. But I believe that's correct. Okay. So we can actually just surf from here, and I should use boop. Super Repel. I have Mega Drain now, but I don't know whether it's better than Razor Leaf, because Razor Leaf is a guaranteed crit nearly. We don't have any ability to heal our HP in battle because no items are allowed, which is why Mega Drain could be useful. But I don't think it's necessarily worth. And there we go. Perfect. So we actually were able to use that last Carbos, which was one of my concerns. Thanks. I'll show her tomorrow, and hopefully we'll both see you soon. Sounds good, Ian. Have a wonderful night. Rare candy. Oh, repels effect wore off. Secret key. Rare candy. Okay. Now we have a big challenge. We have two gyms that are both quite strong against us. We have Sabrina and we have Blaine. Both of them not very good for us. However, with the speed boost, I might outspeed the Ninetales. Let's go find out. If I don't, I could get like one level, but I'm very close to outspeeding at 48. Because as long as we can outspeed and put them to sleep, we have easy win. Also, there's a good chance that Ninetales just doesn't do anything because Blaine has terrible AI. 108, 106. Oh, one more level, we would have had it. But it doesn't matter because he just goes for quick attack anyway. And now we outspeed once we have one Swords Dance because of the badge boost glitch. We have 149 speed actually. We might level though. No, we didn't level against Rapidash. We didn't level at all. Okay, there you go. Ah, it's parried. Woo, spicy. Okay, that does work though. I can actually dig out of here with Mally. Okay, so we can go to Saffron now. That means that we're going to have better special against Sabrina now, because Blaine gives a special boost with his badge, putting us in a much nicer place. We should also pick up Mimic while we're here. Have a Pokédoll. Give me Mimic. Thank you so much, Madame. My lady. Okay. And Sabrina time. I think we have the outspeed. Here's the question. We do have the outspeed. I think I'd take the chance. Oh, okay. X defend. Cool. I think I'd take the chance on the flash there on the first turn because then I have guaranteed knockouts as long as I hit. Ooh. Lots of X defense and stuff. Not definitely guaranteed then with that outspeed. Not guaranteed knockout, but I can't really set up more than that. That's like the most I would risk setting up there. Just beat Blaine and Let's Go Pikachu, best gym leader. I don't remember what his team is in Let's Go, actually. Is he as bad as he is in Red and Blue? He's so bad. In Yellow, he's actually quite good. His coverage, like his physical and special coverage is quite decent for Yellow. He still has no AI, but his team is pretty decent. Ooh, level 50. Very nice. Okay, so we're not going to outspeed Dugtrio, which is a little bit of a slight problem because Dugtrio can just fissure and kill us. But I don't think we need to worry too much about that because my plan is just to knock it out quickly and then set up on Persian. Which we will also not outspeed, but at least it doesn't just have a Oko move. He was super easy, but just his gym theme. Oh yeah, he's closer to his yellow team. Oh, is he really in Let's Go? I don't remember him very well. Went for dig. Razor Leaf should KO there. Yep. Guard spec, sleep powder. Okay. Oh. Sleep powder. The Screech is extremely rude, but I will be high enough level that I will outspeed everything. And I can just body slam the Nidos. Whoa, hello. Was that a crit or did it just not do that much damage? I feel like I should be doing more with this attack stat. Not that the Nidos actually have... The Nidos have pretty bad coverage against me. I could actually set up on Nidoqueen probably. So they're not going to use Earthquakes. I think they think that they are not very effective. So they're going to be using like Double Kick and Poison Sting. So they're kind of useless. Cool. How many rare candies actually do I have? I have 6. So I think that would get us to 58 for Lorelei. That genuinely might be enough. As long as we have enough speed, that might be enough. As long as I'm moving first against Dugong and I survive a hit from Jinx, I think we're going to be A-okay. Okay, so we just Razor Leaf the Sand Slash because... Oh, he doesn't have Sand Attack anymore. But I can easily Sleep Powder the Execute, Swords Dance, probably... Oh, maybe just once? Oh, well, no. He didn't go for Leech Seed. That didn't give us a ton of stats, but you know what? Body Slam technically is probably better here. Do I outspeed? Oh! I don't outspeed, but I can... Excuse me with the confusion. We definitely need a little bit more setup on Execute, but overall not terrible. Okay. Do I have other healing items? Literally just this Full Restore. I'm just going to use it just in case. I can skip an elixir. I didn't really need one at all, surprisingly. So I could skip one. Yeah, we're looking really set up for success here. Because we have Mimic, we have Rest, we've got Mega Drain, which might make some sense to use against maybe like Bruno. I don't know if you can hear Archie just snoring under the table, by the way. Oh, he's behind me. I'm surprised he didn't wake up when I said it. He's out. I guess yellow, yeah, let's go as a yellow remake, but I know that they've kind of shied away from the yellow changes over the years. Because, I don't know why. Because they could have used them in, I guess, Fire Red and Leaf Green are remakes of Red and Green, supposedly. Like the Japanese ones, not yellow version. But there's definitely some like just benefits to the changes. Thank you, by the way, for whoever subscribed. I just heard a sound. I don't know who it was. My mouse decided to freak you out on me here. Okay, let's go with Shining Strength, and do need to use a Super Repel. Okay. So what's the easiest elixir to skip? Probably. I could probably skip the one in. Except it tells me where the nugget is over there. In the underground passage. Ask for a candy. And I can hop on the bicycle and we can just cruise on to victory. To victory. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We wanted to use strength with shining. Okay. My question is 58 a high enough level to deal with Lorelei? I don't know. That I don't know for sure. And using an extra rare candy, because I used 4, using 5 would have actually caused a problem for Lorelei, because 57, I would not feel confident at all. 58, because of damage rounding, does feel better. C tier is at 115. So yeah, we're very close to C tier. We'd be bottom of B tier. Maybe if we really have like super good luck against the Elite Four. Because we're not fighting anybody here, so we're just going to go straight to those battles. I was also kind of dawdling in this playthrough because I wanted to test some things. Alright. Let's go jump into these battles. If they go super smoothly, then we are golden. Full restore, just grab a bunch of them, alright, and then save right here. And then I'm going to use all of my rare candies. Oh, I have 7. So I could use an extra one. I'm just going to go to 58. If I needed to, that would actually make... I don't want Solar Beam, no. That would actually make our training in Sylph a little bit shorter. If I could use 5 rare candies there. So I'm going to act like I did, because I had enough to do so in Sylph. Yeah. Okay. Is 58 good enough? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let's find out. We got Super Repel there. No Elixir. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Right. I'm not going to save over that in case we do need to train a little bit, but let's see. Guessing low B tier to C tier for the best run? Nah, definitely at least B tier. I gotta believe in it. Yeah, we easily outspeed here. Swords Dance, Swords Dance, Swords Dance. And then we have a much higher attack stat. Oop, we crit. Although I do think that Razor Leaf might still be decent in a couple of cases here. Like Cloyster. Slowbro probably... Ooh, is not a one-hit. Got it down to heal range, though. We easily outspeed with the speed boost, but I don't think we do naturally. Not that it matters a ton. Parrot, Super Potion. Yeah, okay. It's not great. It's not ideal, but it does work. That's real low. I wouldn't want to go any lower, I don't think, for the level. But it does work. So I'm going to lock that in. I'm going to lock that in, and we are going to just Razor Leaf through the hiker. Yato, thank you for your service. For Ivo, doing a fantastic job. We have the damage rangers at 58. I think we might even have it at 56, but that might put Cloyster... Like, might become an issue at Cloyster. We still haven't taken any damage in the Elite Four. That's crazy. Here we're going to need Mimic, though. And I think we get rid of... Ooh, Body Slam. No. Yeah. We might have to get rid of Body Slam. Razor Leaf could be very useful. Well, we will outspeed Sand Slash. Razor Leaf is guaranteed KO, I think, against Cloyster and Sand Slash for champion battle. Body Slam is kind of useful for Agatha's fight, but not really useful that much after that. I think this goes over Body Slam. That feels like pain, but that seems to make the most sense to me. Hey, Wyatt, welcome in. Yeah, second run is coming up. So we need to sleep powder here. Ah, confused right first turn. How rude. Sleep powder. Mimic. Excuse you. Need to mimic lick. And the reason I need to do that. Oh my gosh, the confused ray again. So rude. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. There we go. Swords Dance, Swords Dance, Swords Dance. The reason I need to do that is because our Body Slam obviously is not going to do anything against Ghosts, and our Razor Leaf just isn't that strong against Gengar and Crew specifically. Oh, that was a really unlucky crit. Razor Leaf is going to be pitiful against Golbat too, though. Whew, buddy. Okay. What do we do here? I think actually what the move might be is to actually use our... Is he stuck using Is she stuck using Toxic on Golbat? Ooh, nope. She can use Supersonic too. I think actually what we do is we save the PP ups for Mimic. Granted, I could have tried to keep Body Slam. And teach over a Razor Leaf. Which, for Champion Battle, I think the only real concern I have is Cloyster. We don't want Cloyster to survive and hit an Ice Beam. Alright. Mimic. Lick. But yeah, I think that the fix is really just having PP ups for Mimic here. Okay, we have are all the way boosted up. Lick. Breaks the substitute. Lick. Knockout. Okay. Because if we didn't have to use Lick against Golbat, we'd be in a better spot. Parrot. Nice. Knockout. Haunter in one shot. Yeah, because that just puts us in a bad spot. Body Slam would be super useful right here. It might... Yeah, it might be worth... Ooh, I'm parried. I should have used Sleep Powder. I should have been more afraid of that para. The Razor Leaf I knew would be fine here against Arbok. It's like fine. It's not super strong, but... My fear is Cloyster. I can't be put to sleep, though. So at least there's that. Just two-shot this guy. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, we got through that battle. Gen 1 Gengar is perfect. Gengar is amazing. I love Gen 1 Gengar. Okay. Yeah, from here it's... Oh. No, actually, it is a problem that we don't have Body Slam. So I can't get Ice Beam until the second Dragonair. But what I can do, in this case... Yeah, I should keep Body Slam. That's what I'm just learning here. I could use the PP ups for Mimic, and that would get us through Agatha. But it's just going to make the most sense to just keep it. But in this case, I can just Mimic Hyper Beam. And then we can just destroy. Oh, we crit! How rude. Well, we can just knock out the Razor Leaf from there. Hyper Beam! Because we don't have to recharge in Gen 1 when we knock out. Now we're just on a rampage. And then Razor Leaf for neutral... Oh! Good sir! Double crits. You're not immune to sleep moves. I am immune to sleep moves when I was parried. If that's what I said. That's what I meant. Sleep Powder. Mimic. Hyper Beam. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. And Hyper Beam should KO. Yep. It might make sense to just try to Hyper Beam the... Oh, I missed. Can I Hyper Beam my Aerodactyl? I can. Would you look at that? That works. That genuinely works. Okay. That's hilarious. Body slam will make that a little easier. Because we mimic Ice Beam instead. But totally worked. Make sure I saved. Double save. Okay. Let's go. So we are C tier for this run. I was goofing around a lot in this run and did some things that were not super ideal. Is he stuck using Poison Sting, actually? Is he just going to use Poison Sting only? Woohoo! I didn't realize. That's hilarious. So he's actually not a threat at all. So here's my question. Can I, if I'm at full setup... Ooh. I don't level up there, so that's actually perfect. Earthquake will easily KO there with Alakazam. Executor. Yeah, Body Slam would be very useful here. Because I think this is going to do not... Oh, it does do half damage. I didn't think it was going to do half. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. From there, 62, we get to level up. Earthquake. That means we lose our speed boost, but I don't think we need it now. Does Earthquake KO the Cloyster? Nope. Does not. It does not. That's what I was afraid of. Interesting. And we can't crit, because if we crit, then it actually does less damage. So this guy's actually completely useless. Slash would do more damage. I actually might need to go Slash. Oh no, because Slash is going to crit. It's going to bypass setup. So I have to go Earthquake. We have Razor Leaf. We get to see the animation for the first time in the game. We can easily one-shot there. Knock out Alakazam. Nah, I was trying to sleep powder you before you could hypnosis me. Go to sleep. We have enough here. I mean, the fact that we could one-shot Aerodactyl with Hyper Beam does mean that the PP ups for Mimic strategy could still be better. Because this might require Razor Leaf. Yeah. That requires Razor Leaf at that level. And then this is easy win. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that's 123.34 for the first run. We're going to do a second one after this. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, that Cloyster is rough. Captain Underpants manga is coming. That's crazy, Wyatt. Okay. Alright, so that's a game time of 4 hours, 57 minutes, a real time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 34 seconds. 10 resets at level 62. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't think we want to level enough to use the strategy of Body Slam and Mimic. I think we do need Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf works well enough against Arbok that we would be fine against Agatha if we had like an additional few. If I save all of the PP ups, I would have an additional 6 uses of Mimic, of Lick. We'd have plenty for Agatha, and there'd be no fear in that. It might mean we have to heal an extra time somewhere during training. Not a huge deal though, because that's either going to be in Sylph or on Bike Route. Backtracking is like a little bit, but kind of fine if that means we don't have to do a ton of extra training late game. Not bad. That does put us at C tier. That 1 hour 23:34 puts us right behind Kadabra in C tier. I do think that we're talking about A tier though. Maybe high B tier. Sleep Powder users go kind of slow, except for Vileplume, who crushed the game. Yeah. Got it. It's 2 a.m. for you. Have a wonderful night, Shining Umbreon. I'm surprised you stuck around for this long because that's very late. Thank you for joining the membership and for being amazing. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's run this one more time. Aiming for under an hour and 5. So what did we learn? Brock, we need Razor Leafs. We need to fight. Honestly, we need to fight all the bug catchers in Viridian Forest and Lightyear's trainer to get 13 for Brock. That just makes the most sense. We only have to do very basic additional training besides that. The Super Nerd and the Hiker in Mount Moon that are optional, we take those. We go straight to Misty because she's super easy. Blue fight's a little bit harder, so we have to save for Blue. After we fight Brock, I might not save until the Blue fight to try to speed us up. And then I save before the Rocket, because that Rocket outside of Cerulean is a threat. From there, Surge is not a problem. Erica's after Sylph anyway, so we have a long gap of no major battles. We just get Swords Dance and Body Slam and Razor Leaf as soon as we can, and then we're cruising until Sleep Powder. Only for the first playthrough, Coles. I feel like the first playthrough of Bulbasaur was probably about this speed. But we weren't quite fast enough for Blaine. Not a huge concern. It might be a couple quick resets if he uses Flamethrower first turn, but there's a good chance he doesn't do that. And then it works out totally fine for us. Yeah, so we need to get to level 39 and use 5 rare candies to go to 44 before the rival battle in Sylph. That's the main cutoff. Then we need to be level 58 into the Elite Four. Otherwise, pretty straightforward. So I think we start rocking with playthrough number 2 here and see what we can make happen. So I'm going to go ahead and reset, take our counter down to 0. Okay. And then up, select B to clear save data. All right. I'm as usual for the second playthrough, I don't do nicknames. We're just going to be locked in. We're going to be cruising, trying to get Ivysaur a really good final time. Maybe in the A tier. That'd be solid if we could get A tier. The Sleep Powder strat's not the fastest, but it's pretty okay. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to be going as fast as I can through all of the menuing and skipping as much of the kind of sorting through items and stuff as I can. That's my biggest weakness still, is that I get caught up in organizing stuff or checking if I have something that I should just be better at remembering. Up. Couple of seconds where I was missing the Pokeball there. Not bad though. Okay, Leech Seed first turn, and it worked. First turn this time, Growl, and then... Ooh, the crit's not very nice. We crit as well. That works out. Okay. Tackle, and tackle, and tackle. Yeah, okay. Can I do the Mario impression, Coles? Is that what you want? A Super Mario impression? If you ask very nicely, maybe. I do have a Mario impression. It's a thing that exists. You know, okay, wait, gotta go around here. That is a thing I can do. Excuse me, Bulbasaur. Or Ivysaur, excuse me. Calling you Bulbasaur, but you're in my way. Alright, so we need to get to 13 as quickly as possible. Okay. And Pokeball and 8 potions. And I'm actually going to get 2 Paralyzed Heals because we needed 2 last time. It's easy. You just swing your arms from side to side. Come on, let's do the Mario all together now. One step. Oh, I don't know this. What is that even from? To do the Mario? Is that from something that I don't remember? I have no recollection of doing the Mario. That is not something that is in my brain whatsoever. Growl once and then tackle. Sad that we have to do so much setup against the Caterpie. Luckily, it's not attacking us, actually. Yeah, there we go. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Oh, I never watched the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. So I'm not in the loop. I never watched it. I was a Pokemon kid, not a Mario kid, unfortunately. I played some Mario. Specifically, Mario Bros. 3. It was the one that I actually did like quite a bit. But yeah, not as much a Mario kid. Mario Kart and Super Smash are basically most of my experience with Mario. You're all good, new racer. Wow, we did decent damage there. Okay. Leech Seed, the Metapod, tackle. Tackle. I'm missing tackles. I'm gonna have to go back and heal. I am gonna have to go back and heal. Oh wait, I didn't have Leech Seed. What the? Okay, I'm saving one so that I can tackle a Pidgey. So we gotta find a Pidgey now on the way back. Give me a Pidgey, please. I don't want to have to look for a Spearow. Please, Pidgey, please, Pidgey. Pidgey, please. Pidgey, please. No Pidgey. Okay, fine. We're gonna go heal. We'll go back through the grass and try to find another Pidgey. Oh, my nose is so itchy tonight. I don't know what's up with that. Allergies are kicking in again. Nidoran, excuse you. You're not a Pidgey. Trying to get a Pidgey encounter. There we go. Okay, that's a high level Pidgey. Oh, that's a Pidgey if I've ever seen one. There we go. Level 8 Pidgey this time. Okay, that works out. Give me the potion. Have my tackles back. Get out of my way, Metapod. You're too slow to fight you. Oh, so many encounters. Do. Leech Seed. Growl. And tackle. Give me my HP back. Leech Seed. Tackle. Tackle. Come on. Knock out this Metapod. And Leech Seed. Awesome. Okay. Hello, Pidgey. I already have one. Thank you very much for showing up finally. And get this last potion right here. We had plenty of potions, but I do think we needed them. All right. Leech Seed. The classic strat. Leech Seed, Growl, and then tackle. And just wait for Leech Seed to slowly kill. All right. I do need to heal after Light Years Trainer, and I think I have plenty of moves. So let's just go straight into that battle. Do I need a potion? I might want a potion. Okay. Leech Seed. And a Growl, sure. Because it is critting a lot, so it's not going to help a ton, I don't think. Oh, I should have just tackled, because I can knock it out really quickly. I'm higher level. This one might take a second. Sandshrew is pretty defensive. Oh, yeah. It's going to take a minute. Slowly chip down the Sandshrew. Fine Whip. Okay, there we go. And we can go heal. Perfect. I mean, this is crazy because for reference, the Electrode run last week got through Brock on the second playthrough at like 3 minutes 20. We're more than double that with Ivysaur to put Electrode's run into perspective, at least for Brock. having Sonic Boom early, kind of insane. Kind of nuts. All right. A very quick rock battle, though, once we get there. I'm just going to continue on. No reason to heal. Because we just used 2 Vine Whips and we're still full health. That boosts our attack, actually, when he uses String Shot. So that means we're going to knock out faster, even though we move slower. Goodbye, little bugs. Do you like Mario or Luigi more? Luigi, 100%. Not even a question. It was a great start, but late game wasn't good. Yeah, for Electrode. Late game was rough for Electrode. Oh, I was stuck in rap, wasn't I? I was trying to reach out at the same time. Because I was just spamming A. Everyone, if you want to catch that video on his YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content he does or any of the lives. Thank you so much, New Racer. I didn't even mention that this stream. And please do like the stream, too. Okay. Go this way, this way, this way. Here we go. And this guy. I was always the Luigi compared to my uncle. That's such a strange comparison. Fine with the Metapod because it's going to use Harden. Okay, here we go. And we are going into Mount Moon already. A couple extra battles here. And then straight on to Misty as soon as we can get to Cerulean. Past all these Zubats. Get out of my way, you dude. I didn't see the trailer for Mario Paint. I'm not aware. Okay. Oh. Not bad. So far, not great. Yeah. Early game for Ivysaur is going to be our weak point, quite frankly. This is going to be the weakest we are throughout the game. The late game's really quick. Like, we made quick work of the last, like, 4 gyms. And that's just, like, the reality of getting all of our good moves at, like, level 40-ish. Like, that really sets us back in the early game. At least we finally have a grass move, which is a benefit. Because now we actually have a stab move. Not that it's a good one. Vine Whip's pretty awful. Even, you know, for Gen 1 standards. It's like, it's lower base power than Water Gun for some reason. And I don't know why. Hi, Paris. Would you look at that? Nice to see a Paris every once in a while. Vine Whip, sure, why not? And then we can Leech Seed. The Coughing, Growl, why not? Just so we don't lose any health throughout this battle. And Dome Fossil, of course, because Lord Dome requires it. Lord Dome's in the chat. Even some of the mid game will be faster than if you only get a good move at 40. Yeah. Because we get, well, it's 46, I believe, for Sleep Powder. But we get Razor Leaf at 36, I think. Which really also helps a ton. How dare you growl? Oh, and he evaded. There we go. Use Growl on Coughing then, since I got growled, and then we just slowly chip away. Chip away, chip damage with our Tackle. There we go. Level 20. Let's go heal and go fight Misty. Much better time than last time. I think that I don't know, were we like at 15 minutes or so getting to Misty before? Maybe more? Save for the first time in a while. Do, 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 do. Vine Whip, Vine Whip. And then fight Misty. Not gonna lie, the Mario Paint trailer felt like its script was made by a fan. That's kind of fun, though. I kind of like that vibe. It's wacky. And Misty, I don't even have to look. Just spam A on Vine Whip. Easy mode. New Racer, what is Oil Garden? People asked in the chat earlier, and I think you had already gone for a moment. Oh, I need to get my rare candy. I assumed you meant Olive Garden, but I don't know if that's true. Is Oil Garden just something I'm not aware of? All right. I think we just need to knock this thing out as quickly as we can. Okay. The growl is really rude. Vine Whip. And Poison Powder. No, thank you. Abandoned Learning Poison Powder. Honestly, Leech Seed is better than Poison Powder. Don't love that we didn't knock out there. Oh, the crit's nice. Okay, good. Not a terrible blue fight. Could have been better. We didn't die. Olive Garden. Sorry, I was taking text-to-speech both times. That's what I assumed. But I love that it came through as Oil Garden both times. It's just pretty great. Get me through these battles quickly now. We must move. Oh, the double sand attacks are brutal. I might need to use Vine Whip just for the slightly better accuracy. Oh, except I need an extra hit of Vine Whip. There we go. That was atrocious. Let's potion. Who are your HMs going to be this round? Usually it's your starter, isn't it? No, so I actually get the bonus starters. Third Coast, welcome in, by the way. I get the bonus starters that you get in yellow version, the Charmander and the Squirtle specifically, because they're great HM mons. The dogs are moving around again. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Potion here. Okay. So we're going to use a Pidgey that we caught in Viridian Forest as our flyer. And then from there, it's all the Charmander and Squirtle. Can handle everything else. We're in this situation again. 2 sand attacks and I just can't hit anything. Oh, come on. Just give me a Leech Seed. There we go. Now, at least if we take forever to hit a tackle, we have a Leech Seed to help us out. Come on. Come on. Sand attack is terrible. I hate Gen 1 sand attack. It's so busted. There we go. Oh my gosh. Sand attack is the worst thing that's ever happened. I think you're actually right, Coles. I didn't even think about that. Vine Whip. A Vine Whip. Oops. Step to the side for some reason there. Hey, Link. Good night, all. Have you been just lurking? I just haven't seen you in the chat. Hello and good night. I guess if you're heading out. What's the difference in new sand attack versus old? So it's actually just the way that accuracy moves in general work. Sand attack is just the most common example. But in Gen 1, when you get hit by an accuracy dropping move, it actually reduces your accuracy by 1/3. In new games, it drops it by 1/4. This means that after one sand attack, that your chance to hit a 100% move, like accurate move, is gone down to 66%. Whereas in the new games, if you get hit by one sand attack, it would just take you down to 75% accuracy. So the problem is really just that one sand attack is ridiculously overpowered, And then 2 in Gen 1 will take it down to a 50% chance to hit. After that, they don't do a ton to keep hitting more and more sand attacks. They're pretty minor after that, but the first 2 are brutal. Compared to, I believe it goes, in the new games, it goes 75% and then 60, and then 66% or so. And then down to 60 and then 55, like smaller jumps. And I think it stops going down at like 30 or 40%. I don't think it drops lower than that now, somewhere around there. Whereas in Gen 1, it can go all the way down to like 25% accuracy when you drop it all the way. Empty, who do you main in Smash? I haven't played a ton of Smash in many years. I used to main Roy back in the day of Melee, and then Ike and Link in the newer games. Although Roy's back again, so that brought back some nostalgia for me. It's funny how the way I made the sprite for the side profile is the only thing that moves is his little feet. I love how Ground has like 4 status moves. In specifically Gen 1 or just in general? Is it still like only 4 status moves now? That's crazy. It's also a normal type move in Gen 1. Mine was better. MC, I don't know how to tell you this, but Roy's dog water in Melee. Oh, I totally understand. He's not great, but he's my favorite. And people don't see him very much, so it kind of throws them off sometimes. I just always liked his vibe enough that I played enough Roy that I was pretty good at Roy. And because that's not a very common thing, I could still get picks on some people. In general, Mudsport, Sand Attack, Spikes, and I forgot the last one. Yeah, I mean, that's brutal. If they only have 4 status ground moves, I haven't really looked at that before. Ground moves are like notoriously like, you have like the weaker special ones. I didn't save before this battle, so please go nicely. Okay, it's going well. So far, so good. Missed the sand attack. Look at that. Or he's just a worse Marth, but he's got better vibes. At least I like him more. I've never cared for Marth that much. I don't know why that is. I like having some heavy attacks. I'm a big heavy attack spammer in general in fighting games and all sorts of, you know, different genres. Give me the character that hits real hard. We didn't actually need rest whatsoever. I do kind of want that max potion. But we did not need rest in the end. So I'm going to skip that guy, but I will probably have to fight an additional battle to make up for the level curve at some point. Because we want to be about the same level throughout the rest of the game. Although it might not throw us up by too much, because it's a pretty small amount of experience. Body Slam in place of Growl this time. And then I think everything else is fine. Let's go. And the card will update. There we go. Body Slam is now our go-to. And now we can actually use Tackle to save PP. Nice. And good stuff. Potion. Let's just go. I mean, I'm talking how Roy is bad when I 100% would play Game & Watch in Melee, who's like 10 times worse. Oh, is he that bad in Melee? I thought Game & Watch was like fine in Melee. And Ultimate is goated with the sauce. I know you're a huge Game & Watch fan as far as it goes for Smash. I don't know, is it because you actually like the character in his own like handheld games or whatever? Like, I don't know how you experienced Game & Watch, but he's a real goof, and I like him. I've never played him enough to get good enough with him to feel like confident you know, fighting against anything that's not just like bad AI. Okay, good cut. And cut the tree. Go in here. I think I have a little bit of damage. Yep. Okay, let's just heal that. Save. I'm missing a level here, which is like perfect, but I think it's possible. Okay, so we need to... Oh, I don't have Growl here, so I just need a Body Slam. Para? Para? Nope, he just misses a bunch. Okay. Literally as easy as that. In Melee, Game Watch is broken. He has his nose, feet, and hands out of his shield. Most of his aerials can't be Ela canceled because they just count as specials. Really? So he just doesn't work right? That's fascinating. Do people just not play him at all? Just because of that? Like, at least in the like competitive scene of Melee, he just gets 0 play. Is he that bad? I had no idea that he was like literally had like genuine issues with his character design. Okay, there we go. And okay. Now this is a possibility of a reset right here, so I will just save here. 23 minutes feels way faster than we were at this point last time. Ooh, we got the damage rounding there. I don't even care that much about missing it there because we didn't get parried. Let's go. Let's freaking go. That was so much better. I mean, in low levels plays, he does see plays, but most people just put him in bottom 6. Yeah. Oop. If nothing happens, you get high B tier, but I think you'll have fun, so C tier. Things are going to go wrong, you think? Very possible. Indeed, very possible. I could have used, I guess, the actual elixir right there. Anyway. Oh, I was about to say, did I miss the repel? I was about to be like, how did I do that? I did not. It's there. I was about to say, maybe I'm about to have fun and add time to the playthrough by accident. Nope, it's all good. Fixed. Okay, and from there, we just go to the next guy straight away because their damage is just not that significant, even with confusion. Then I heal once here with a potion just for good measure. Only time will tell. It's true. Only time will tell. Attack dropped, or else I would have used tackle. Usually can get to the corner. I'm a little bit less efficient sometimes with that routing. There we go. Fight me, hiker. Take these vine whips. Goodbye. Oh, I get razor leaf now. Skipping the one trainer did change the level curve slightly. Doesn't matter. Vine whip would have been totally fine for that as well, since, you know, 4 times weakness. Hey, you're number 1 now, New Racer. Ah, I'm parried. All right. Let us go. I don't think I need to heal. I think that I can just go straight into the next battle. I am parried. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Woohoo! Spicy. It all worked out. 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just take that one, and then I will not get one of the ones in Pokemon Tower, probably. Although if I skip the PP ups on Body Slam, which I will do, I might need it, actually. So I'll just grab all of the PP ups. I mean, all of the elixirs. since I'm not going to be using these yet for a while. Gee, why do you want lettuce so badly? Because I say, let us do this? I don't know. I just have certain phrases that just seem to come out like when I'm on stream just to fill the gap when I'm thinking. Because my brain don't work no good when I'm playing sometimes. And so I just say whatever's on my mind, which is sometimes the same words over and over. Oh, let us go. Okay, let's just go to... do this. And we can sell TM11. And sell... oh, not the 2 nuggets. There we go. Not the elixirs. That's bide. We can sell that. That's... Thunderbolt. Can't use that. Okay. Oop. Needed to actually buy a super pale. 10 of them, to be specific. And then I need to buy 2 Pokedolls. Slightly lower in money because I skipped the battle, but that's fine because we had plenty last time. Can grab 2 of those. Give me a TM, and then I can go sell it. And then we can buy Carbos, 3 of them. Lovely. Okay. Awesome. We're in a great spot. 28 minutes now as we are heading into the mid-game. We just get fly, and then we can start jumping around the map. Or really flying around the map, I guess. Sell the rare candies. That would be devastating. For the longest time I thought I was a rushdown main in Smash, but it turns out I'm a mix-up main because both Game & Watch and Rob, my mains, are mix-up characters. Oh. I don't know enough to know the difference between all of that, honestly. I am not super in the competitive scene for Smash. Okay. Yeah, the mirror move body slam, I should pay attention to that, actually. Because that could be bad. Razor leaf, razor leaf, razor leaf. Just razor leaf everything now. Ah! How dare! Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're all good. Everything's dandy. Let me just potion a couple of times. And we're not going to have any issues, right? Right? No issues whatsoever. None. Ivysaur's too good for that. Drink water? I didn't even bring any in here. I should have. Veggie went to work like right at 5, so I was getting her out the door and I didn't even bring water in for myself. Razor leaf and razor leaf. We got it. No issue whatsoever. None. Just get that HP up. Just for speed. I must do it to make things fast. Oh. I don't want to get caught in that battle. Yeah. Why is Cole's not getting experience for chatting? Because, like, he's been chatting a lot in, you know, about all sorts of stuff. I mean, Rob is once described as a bait and punish, zoner, rushdown, mix it. That's a lot of different things. Oh! Excuse you, Ghastly, paralyzing me and almost knocking me out there. Alright, I'm going to have to backtrack slightly. Gonna have to do it. I do have, technically, a full restore I could have used. Would have been actually faster. But I get worried about using them later. That's crazy, Coles. I feel like some of our regulars just have things that don't work with their YouTube accounts. That's really frustrating. I mean, I can't gift now from my streaming setup for some reason as well. So, you know, YouTube is just glorious that way. Do, do, do. And then Razor Leaf was actually slightly better against Wheezing. Is it a 3-hit? I think it is. Nice. All right, that gives us the Poke Flute. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to fly. We can go heal up real quick. Do a little bit of extra training on the bike route. It's going to be just a little bit, but I do want to get to get some of the experience over here because it is very nice to have. Drop a save here in case I do something silly, which is very possible. Very possible I am very silly all of the time. Okay, leash seed. Let me just spam razor leaf, I think. Oop, don't knock me out, good sir. Holy crap. I almost got taken out. Okay. Where's my... I have 2 paralyzed heals too. I forgot I bought an extra one. That was almost bad. Also, DK is fun to smash. Yeah, Donkey Kong's another one of the ones I vibe with too. Quite frankly, I love Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong over the Mario Brothers any day. Quite honestly. I need to get the new DK game. It's the one thing that's going to make me, I think, get a new Switch. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was almost really bad. Do I have to use a full restore? I don't want to. Oh, I still had my repel working until literally like the second to last step. There we go. PP up. Fight me, random fighting dude. The new DK game looks mad fun. Too bad the games are overpriced. Yeah. And I mean, I just don't have the kind of money to throw around for a Switch. And I'm sure that a lot of people are in that boat where it's like, Switch and the games? That's a lot altogether, man. $500 because you got to get the one with Mario Kart World. Because, like, if you're going to, you know, play the game anyway, or get the game anyway at some point, might as well get the bundle to save something. Save here just in case. I don't know why. Something was telling me that this is going to go badly. Razor Leaf, Razor Leaf. Body slam for a para maybe? Nope. Just start Razor Leafing then. There's 36. The Switch 2 console itself, perfectly reasonable price. The games put that thing on a 50% off sale and we'll talk. Fair. I'm out of Razor Leafs. We made it. Okay. We'll just go for the Safari Zone again because I do want those vitamins. Yeah, I don't. It's so funny to me about the price of the Nintendo games and games in general because Xbox just recently backed off from raising their prices because they announced that they were going to match Nintendo, and then they just realized that people were so upset about it that they didn't want to do that, so they just stopped that. You want to go out, Lily? Hold up. Okay. Let me just dig out of here and then drop a quick save and pause. Let me open the door here for her. Man, I'm going. Okay. The young dogs were getting restless. Okay. Okay, there we go. I do actually need to heal because I am bruised up a little bit. And now I need to fly to Sylph. Take me to Sylph. Oh, I got interrupted on my thought about the game prices. But Xbox just recently announced they backed off from the $80 price point and took it down to $70 again for the Xbox games, which makes a lot of sense because people were upset about $80 games and $90 games, you know, whatever they're trying to push nowadays. But something like Oblivion, like the Oblivion remake, was $50, and it was a very high quality game from what I could see. So how does a studio make, like, granted it's a remake, but still, like, to have a game that's very good quality be released for $50, and, you know, other games are trying to charge $80 for things that are, like, not even that same, necessarily the same quality. Just kind of bonkers. 70 still a lot. 100% Nicholas. 100%. I mean, I think that people are just relieved it's not 80, and they're getting away with keeping the $80 and the $70 price point because they announced 80 and then said never mind 70, and people went, that's better, even though it still went up, obviously, from a few years ago. But, you know, I guess we take the small wins where we can. This should be a pretty okay fight. My tackle was disabled. I forgot how to tackle. Sure. In place of tackle. I don't think we are going to use it anyway, but we can have it. Okay. Oh, I once again have skipped the room with Source Dance because I am a silly goose. Okay, the fact he didn't use self-destruct there, very good for us. Okay. Wheezing, good sir, please cease yourself. I've got to have to go back track a little bit to go get. Okay, that's okay. I see how this is. I see how this is. Oh my gosh, fully paired. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's insane. And that gets us perfectly to level 39. Okay. That was absolute insanity. Let's go grab Sword Stance down. So we gotta go back to floor 5 and go jump on this pad over here. Go around this guy, open that. That's Sword Stance. Forgot we didn't have this. We didn't actually have a teach growth because we want Sword Stance. Okay. Now we can go back to floor 3. Straight through here. Up. Item. Rare candy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Save. $50 should be the high bar. Says Annie. Whoever tells the price of a new Mario Kart should be hit with a hammer. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Body Slam. Body Slam. And Body Slam. Beautiful. Beautiful. That worked fantastically. Drop a save. Does anyone else think that in 2030 one game is going to cost $500 and that's just for the DLC and nothing else? That's how it's going to feel for sure. Like, it's kind of insane that we, like, in the last few years we've already seen multiple price hikes in like the last like 4 years or so. It can't be sustainable. So I have no idea what the plan is for the long term, like for game prices, because like you can't just keep raising it. $80 is already too much. Like, I get the benefit, right, is that like you do get a lot of hours out of a game, and I think that's like what a lot of developers are trying to push. Like, oh, you get so much out of it, so like it's worth it. But really the problem is more to do with the fact that developers are spending too much to develop games and not focusing on making the games worth the money to the consumers, right? Like, it's easy to get people to buy your game if they feel like it's totally worth it, because people will buy expensive games. Like, just to... Oh, actually, Erica first. Just to experience, like, collector's edition type stuff. If they're really into it, they'll do it, right? So make your games good, and they will... You know, people will buy it at insane prices if it's really, really worth it. But that should be the focus, not pricing a main game that high, if that makes sense. Stealing is based off of if it's stealing and from... Oh, I used sleep powder twice. Swords dance. Body slam. Okay. Race. What do you say? Let's see. From a criminal, so I'm going to shoplift the Switch 2 and a new TK game. That's what Annie was saying. Sorry, I got interrupted in the middle of that. Not the Mario Kart game. Crap is probably $40 tier. Really? I've heard some people like it fine. I think a lot of people are confused why it is in the new price tier, where it doesn't make a lot of sense. I think it's just because it's a big name is the only reason that it's in that tier. If I have to agree they can brick my console without reason, I'm not buying. I can see that. Mask Mouse. I can totally understand that logic. Because it doesn't feel like right to pay something so much for something and not have it be yours, you know? Let's drop a save here so we can recover just in case something goes bad with these psychic types. Because it could. Or he can just switch Drowsies for some reason. It can be $50, nothing more. I mean, there's so many good games out there that are even so much less than $50. You know, it's the overhead on making games is insane now, and the amount of time it takes to make like high budget games is insane. Like, I just don't understand how somebody can spend so much time and money making a game. Like, how do you spend... I mean, GTA 6 is like the most expensive piece of media developed ever. It just is insane. How do they have the ability to do such a thing? And then of course they feel like they need to charge $1 million for it because they spent like something like some part of $1 trillion at this point. What is it, like point? Like, it'd be like I think 200 billion or something like that. No, 200 million. I'm sorry, 200 million. No. It is billion. 2 billion. Something like that. Somebody check me on that. It's in the billions. I think it is the most expensive piece of media ever created. I'm bad with numbers like that. My recall on facts, not great. But the fact is out there somewhere. Oh, I didn't get strength. Let me grab it right now. Luckily, I figured that out at the same time. Okay. Teach Surf to Squirtle and also Strength. Squirtle is the best boy or girl, depending. Gen 1, possible to know. Mario Kart World, $50 is okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being totally worth $50. And people would be happy about that. Yeah, and if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Yep, that's the conundrum they put themselves in, right? They claim that you don't own the console. Well, you know, if I don't own the console, then how do I pirate? How is it piracy? But it's tough, right? Like, I understand why they want the money, because they're spending too much money. But that's not our fault. Okay, I think we've gotten everything. Okay. Let's open up this door. Awesome. 46 minutes, 0 resets. Pretty absurd. Good, very good performance from Ivysaur here. I think Venusaur is going to be like very, very reliable in a playthrough. It's going to be bulky enough and everything that it's just going to feel great to play. Ivysaur, the only problem is that we're a little bit squishy at times. Okay, yep. Used all of my... Because I did use the Carbos, right? Yep. Okay. Feel crazy, I have to double check it. Do you always forgetting strength? True. I mean, the Gyarados one was the most egregious one. That one I forgot strength until we were in Victory Road, and I had to go all the way back. That was terrible. That was unforgivable. See, I find it funny when some far better games, some better. Because there's definitely, yeah, I totally get what you mean. There's games less than $50 better than stuff that's $70 or $80. 100%. They spent $2 billion making GTA 6, something like that. 2 billion, yeah. Colton's got the number 2 billion. 2 billion making GTA 6. Like, absolutely insane. The price of making a new game. Oh, wrong place. I don't want to go here. I'm going to go to Saffron. Then I heal. I still play my older systems and not just the original Switch. Oh, 100%. I have my PS2 hooked up like in the living room right now because I was just playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on it. Oh. Give me my TM31. There we go. For some reason, when you talk to the warden to get strength, he will take the item, the gold teeth from your inventory before he gives you the new item. But the mimic girl, the copycat girl, she doesn't do that. Fail the flash? Hilarious. Perfect. Ooh! Ho-ho! Okay, we still one shot though. We tanked a psychic. Would you look at that? Okay, that's awesome. We survived. The streak is unbroken. Half the game industry is probably responsible for 500,000 deaths by starvation. I mean, very possible. I think that the problem is that the game industry itself is like imploding on it, you know, from all of the decisions being made. Some indie games that are free are better. Oh, that's what you're saying. Are free are better than the one that costs $50. That's what you're saying, Colton. I get you. Yeah, there are some free games that are genuinely really good out there. Oop, I missed a Razor Leaf. Okay, and time for Giovanni. And I will have 5 rare candies, meaning that I have to get to 53? I might be slightly... Oop. Slightly low. Oh, the crit's not nice. Guard spec on Persian. Screech. Okay. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Body Slam. Body Slam. I'm just going to sleep powder this. Oop. This guy anyway. He survived last time. Yep. He survives again. Even fully set up. That's crazy. Razor Leaf. So I need to get 53. I might need one extra battle then. I might slightly be lower level than last time because I was a little bit more efficient with my routing. That might mean I don't have enough experience. Because I don't think I get 53 here. I might get 52. I definitely get 52, actually. But I don't get 53. Oop. Swords Dance. Oop. I'm just going to Swords Dance again. Body Slam. There's not much I guess you can do to me that actually is terrifying in any way. Goodbye, Cloyster. Body Slam. The man. Oh, I crit. Kadabra. Oh, I don't outspeed. Not yet. And I lost the speed boost. Okay, so I do need some experience. I need 929. Okay. That means I can full restore right now. And full health. We got to take one battle. Yeah. We just got to do one quick battle. Nope. I wasted more time than the bike probably saved me by missing that thing. Unwavering heart. Let's go. To believe in Ivysaur. Yeah, I don't know how Annie comes up with this stuff. Annie's so quick-witted. Using $2 billion on a game like GTA, let's say that real quick. It's like giving aliens the cure to cancer in exchange for a used mattress. That's wild. It does feel like a ridiculous use of money in a world where, you know, like bad things still exist. To spend $2 billion to make a video game is kind of wild. Oh no, I have 6, so I don't have to take an extra battle. Although a battle might have been about as fast as that rare candy. Okay, and then we can repel again. We can strength. Okay. I mean, we could be very close to the edge of S tier. We'd have to really get lucky because my strategy for the Elite Four is not the best. Ooh, I almost pushed that rock the wrong way. Half the world should be thankful that I've not found a genie in a bottle, or if I had, they would be gone. I mean, not half the world, just the, you know, small percent that make it a terrible, terrible place. Ah! Fine, I will use a super pellet and also get off my bike at the same time. Because I don't want to get into that battle. Because I always miss that turn in the most important moments. Okay. The small percent, a percent is 50. I mean, I feel like most of it is concentrated here in the US. There are great forces of nastiness that definitely need to be put in their place. But, you know, what can you do, huh? We don't have a genie bottle yet. Not yet. All right, so we can use these 6 rare candies to go up to 58. No solar beam, abandoned learning solar beam. 6, 7, 8 was totally good enough. Save. I just realized my items are in the wrong order. Full restore's got to go here. I have Mimic. I have Mega Drain. I don't really need it. I have the PP ups. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Okay, Sleep Powder. Force Dance. While Dugong snoozes. And we crit again with the Body Slam first turn. That's crazy. That happened the exact same way. Body Slam. It does survive. Uses Amnesia. We outspeed. Parad Blizzard. All right. We're fine, though. We survived one Blizzard. Okay. Save. Let's go. Might get B tier. I mean, I'm really set to get like S tier. S tier is under an hour. A tier is under an hour and 5. I think that we definitely have A tier locked. As long as the Agatha battle's not absolutely terrible. But like, the hiker here, not really a concern whatsoever. That was literally the most he could have done. But the big kicker here is that we do need to do that strat that I didn't think was the best idea, but it turns out to be the only idea at the moment. PP up on Mimic. PP up Mimic. PP up Mimic. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Sleep Powder. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Sleep Powder. Mimic. Lick. Lick. Woke up. Razor Leaf KOs from there. Cool. I was like, I'm not sure. So we're going to have to go through a lot of licks here. Oh, okay. All right. We got lucky there. We got very lucky. Lick is going to be better than... I should have put him to sleep again. I got overconfident. Although the Dream Eater is really funny. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we made it. Okay. First try. Ain't no way we're looking at almost S tier. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, I didn't fully... Okay, Sleep Powder. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Still asleep. Mimic. Hyper Beam. Woke up. Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam. Now we just spam Hyper Beam. We get the level up, which isn't our favorite thing here. We'd have a lot more defense if we didn't get the level up. Hyper Beam does take out the Aerodactyl again. Insane. That's awesome. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, this is working out so beautifully. There's literally nothing else I need to do here. Save. Go. Yeah, so missed an attack. I got so lucky. I really did. That was totally on me for playing that badly. But we got lucky. We're just gonna mimic Earthquake because he's only gonna poison Sting. Okay, and then we can Razor Leaf. Okay, so we got Earthquake. We're set up. Earthquake is guaranteed hit. Goodbye, Alakazam. We do need to Sleep Powder the Executor to avoid the Hypnosis and just slowing us down. 2 Earthquakes. Should be knockout. Awesome. There's level 62. Earthquake. Magneton. Cloyster Razor Leaf. I missed the Razor Leaf! Please KO this time. Okay. We survived. Barely. There it is. 59 minutes! Oh my gosh! On the dot! Whoa! S tier. That's S tier, I think. Ivysaur at level 62. Crushing the game. Wow. And I was chatting a lot, I felt like. Wow, that's not bad. The luck is insane. Absolutely the luck is insane. That's part of Pokemon, though. Is like, I mean, it's a lot of game. It's a game of chance. That's insane. 59 minutes. And a game time of 3 hours, 55 minutes at 4 times game speed. 0 resets at level 62. Wow. That was pretty clean. That was pretty clean. That's amazing. The strat totally worked at the end of keeping Razor Leaf in order to get the... You hit a crit or you'd be dead. Oh, with the Razor Leaf? Yeah. I have like I think it's like an 85 or 90% or more chance of a crit from Razor Leaf. Because Gen 1 is busted with the crit rate. If you have at least 64 base speed, you basically have a guaranteed crit. So we have a 60 base speed, so we're really close to a guaranteed crit for Razor Leaf. Not totally guaranteed, obviously, but good chance. The dogs are complaining. Let's look at the tier list. Let's check out, because where does that put us? Oh my gosh, that puts us at a Vileplume. This is officially the best grass type so far. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Okay, 59 minutes flat is really, really dang good. What are you hollering about? Huh? Are you excited about Ivysaur too? That's Bandit hanging out with me. But, alright, you want what? Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay, whoop, bonk. Okay. But yeah, that puts us in the S tier. I'm just amazed by that. Ivysaur did better than Vileplume. Really, really well done. Wow. S tier finish is not what I expected. Still no better non-electric than Magneton though. Nope. Magneton is still pretty solid. I didn't think Magneton would be that good in Gen 1. It did really, really well. Jolteon might be able to make a comeback, though. I don't know. It's been a long time since I ran Jolteon. I'm better now than when I ran Jolteon the first time. So I don't know. I don't know. That's insane, though. S tier for Ivysaur. That's cool. That's really cool. So I did add Venusaur to the wheel in place of Ivysaur because I want all the starters to be represented on the wheel until they're all done. I did say Magneton can improve too. I think it could improve slightly. I don't know how much it could improve from where it was at. I'll have to go back and watch the stream, honestly. I'll have to go back and watch the stream. Yeah, it has a really good special. That's its real benefit. All right, but let's find out what the next Pokemon is going to be on the Spin the Wheel. I will be posting another poll to determine what gets added to the wheel for next week in the members section. So if you're not a member, make sure to become a member if you want to vote on what is available for future runs. We will spin the wheel out of these 20 options to see what we can play through. We have some terrible things like Grimer and Jigglypuff. Some pretty solid options like Starmie. Let's give this thing a spin. Let's find out what we're going to play. Where's my wheel? There's my wheel. Mascus says Starmie. Coles wants Paris. I think that's Machoke. We're going to see in a second here. It'll clear the one that we get. Machoke. Machoke is now off the wheel. That's crazy. Okay. Let me grab an image of Machoke just so we can hang out and look at it. Let's see. Machoke. Oh, is he tiny compared to Ivysaur? Look at him. He's so tiny. All right, there we go. Machoke is our next Pokemon. Machoke is going to be pretty interesting. He's a really good fighting type. There's not a lot of good fighting type moves, though. Muscle Man. The Macho Man game. Yeah, its stats are pretty decent. I feel like we're decently fast with Machoke, right? Oop. Machoke. Stats? What are our stats? Let's jump on Bulbapedia here. Stats. Ooh, 45 speed is lower than I thought, but good defense, really good attack, obviously, good HP. 50 special. Oh no, bro. We're gonna be slow. We are gonna be slow. That's gonna be rough. That's real rough. But it's gonna be our first fighting type on the... Wait, is that first fighting type at all on the tier list? We gotta have another fighting type. Is this the first one? This might be our first fighting type. Wow, okay. This is our first fighting type. Crits, never heard of them. No, we're not going to get very many crits at all. Not going to be super likely at 45 base speed. This is going to be an interesting entrant then. It's going to be very, like, on the better end. It won't be like Hitmonlee good. But it's going to be a lot better than Hitmonchan or, like, the Mankey line, honestly. Because of the bulk is going to help us out. They're faster. Mankey line's faster, though. That might help them out, too. Kind of crazy. This is our first fighting type. I gotta add some more fighting types to the wheel. Machoke is mid, quite literally. I'd happily take Machoke over almost every fighting type except Hitmonlee, Machamp, and maybe Primeape. But a lot, like, the Prevos are obviously they're worse. Hitmonchan's awful. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, hit Poliwrath. He is fighting. He's not mainly fighting, but he's secondary fighting. Mascus, you're absolutely right. We only have submission. I mean, we get low kick, don't we? Like, low kick's kind of yeah. I don't think we get double kick. I think we might get low kick and submission. And that's probably it. Karate Chop's a normal move. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. But thank you, everybody that joined the stream today. It was a fantastic. Great result from Ivysaur. Really excited to add that on the tier list. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, submission's the only usable fighting move. None of them are usable, let's be honest. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. I will be live again Saturday morning for Ironmon, and then we'll be back next week, probably Thursday, for Machoke only in Pokemon Yellow. I will see you then. And yes, Eevee does need a fighting Evo. I agree with that. Have a good one, everybody. I will see you on Saturday. Bye.